Hello, everyone. Good morning. I know a little bit early for a Sunday morning, uh, but thank you, all those of you who've joined in, and apologies for the change of timing for today morning. Okay, so a little bit about what we're going to do today. This is for each one of you, so you can put in your names and ask your questions. So the whole thought process is, in fact, after I share this, I'll also share a podcast that I made on toxicity and toxic people. So of late, like there's a lot of talk about, so and so is toxic, something is toxic, so you walk away, create your boundaries, keep people away, all those things, which is a great way to protect yourself. But what we don't realize is so many times boundaries curb us itself, because imagine that you keep building boundaries, then what is the area in which you can walk around, in which you can just explore, right? That becomes narrower and narrower. And as a result, our own boundaries, our own rules of keeping people away, of keeping things that are not working just away, and just this walking away principle very often makes us only confined. It narrows our horizons in life, right? So rather than maybe focusing on keeping the toxicity away or running away from toxic, so-called toxic people, um, how about understanding the brilliance behind them? Because by now, I think we all understand that everything serves a purpose, everything serves a learning. There is a reason, correct? And if someone has been sent into our life, there is a reason for them as well. There's a brilliance in them as well. There is a gift, there is a learning that we are meant to embrace via them. And more often than not, when we don't, and when we do the opposite, and we start getting triggered, we start fighting with them, or we try to keep it away, we run away from it, run away from people like them, we delay that gift. We don't understand that mastery that we were supposed to gain. And the trend continues, the pattern continues. Similar people keep coming in our lives, and we're like, oh God, like when I let go of something else, another one enters. Or even if not of people, you'll start witnessing that in your workspace if it was first in your personal relationship. So the crux of the pattern, that toxicity that you're running away from, and for each one of you, the toxicity definition will be different. For some people, lying will be toxic. For some people, feeling confined and that person becoming too possessive of you could be toxic. For some person, abuse could be toxic. So you'll have a definition of a certain toxic people or toxic kind of people in your life. And how about switching your perspective and uh, asking for the brilliance in them, rather than running away, or rather than fighting them, or even suppressing that toxicity. Yeah, because there is no such thing as toxic people. Everything has a reason, everything has a place, everything has a position. Yes, as Radical always teaches us. Okay, so what we are going to do today is you're going to take a moment to center yourself. And when you say toxic person, just check what person comes into your life, or what name, or what image, or any toxic principle comes into your life that you feel is toxic for you at the moment. It's just not serving you any purpose. In fact, it's the opposite. You don't have to put down the person or the concept's name, put down your name with that intent and thought, and I will read out via Radical what is the brilliance embedded in that toxic person or that issue. Does it really have to be toxic? Could it be, yeah, I would say look at something that is hampering you more than helping you. You can even look at it like that, like, so it doesn't have to be someone who's like really bothering you, but it is hampering your progress in life. Like, for instance, so many of us have a toxic relationship with money. The moment it comes, we're like, oh, let's let it go, because we have beliefs about it, right? So that's also in a way not productive. So yes, you can put in anything that's feeling that it's hampering your progress. Okay, all right, so put down your names, and I will start doing readings for all of you one by one. Okay, Okay, so here we have, okay, Shaili has written. Okay, Shaili, you don't have to let me know the concept, but you have. So let's check the brilliance behind the toxicity or the less than ideal situation that Shaili is feeling. What is the brilliance? Hmm. I'm going to first read out the brilliance for you, okay? The gift for you is to have a willingness or the willpower to receive what you wish for in life. Interesting because you put down love. So, whatever toxicity you are feeling that love is giving you, or the lack of love is giving you, the brilliance is that using your own willingness, your own willpower, you have to be okay to receive. Somewhere you're blocking the channels of reception, and that is why it's feeling toxic in your life or less than ideal in your life. What is it that you're unwilling to receive? It's time to remain a willing receiver and enhance your will or willpower to receive all that is due to you or receivable by you. Let your past or beliefs based on the past not dampen your willingness or willpower to receive all that you are meant to receive. Okay, so maybe start to affirm, I willingly receive whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay, and if you're feeling any resistance, then solve, dissolve, resolve, co solve, and super solve that resistance to receive or all your adverse beliefs about receiving. Okay, all right. I hope that helps, Shaili. Okay, let's see if there are any other requests. Okay, so we have Shobha. Okay, so Shobha, let's understand the brilliance behind the toxicity or that what you are feeling is not working in your life. What is the brilliance or what is the gift embedded in it for you? Okay, so when you read out the brilliance first for you, discovery of your strength to admit your mistakes to others and the positive approach of inviting others to treat you with dignity, compassion, and cooperation, encouraging you to rectify your mistakes in an easygoing manner. Okay, so this chakra or this energy point is the point of the right confession chakra. Reminder to compassionately create that space where others can admit their mistake and you can admit your mistakes as well. So, whatever is the toxicity that you're feeling right now in your life, Shobha, is primarily here so that you can have the ability to admit that I made a mistake, that I could have shortcomings, and also create a safe space for others to be able to talk to you, to be able to admit their mistakes. And as a result, you treat others with dignity and compassion, and you get treated with dignity, compassion, and cooperation as well. Yeah. So check in your space which mistake are you unwilling to confess to others and why? And how can you make it easy for others to admit mistakes to you as well? Maybe the statement you can work with is, I safely create a space where others can confess and correct their mistakes. And also work with, I safely create a space for me to admit to my mistakes or shortcomings. Okay, or it is safe to admit to my mistakes or shortcomings. Okay, I hope that helps. All right. Any other requests coming through? Yes, I have got them. Okay, so hold the person or the concept that you're feeling is so called toxic in your life, and let's try and understand the gift embedded in it for you. The ultimate gift for you in a given situation is the persistence in moving forward with due detachment arising out of conscious awareness. So, somewhere If you get stuck with it, with this toxicity, with this issue, it is going to trigger you more. It is going to, if you're going to get attached to it, it is going to hamper you even more. This issue or whatever person or the concept that you're feeling is toxic is basically here so that you can move forward with detachment. Okay, you could be curtailing and inhibiting yourself out of the possibility of getting attached. However, practice detachment through higher awareness of the constant nature of the transience of all that is. Even if the circumstances and experiences are transient in nature, you need to still pursue and continue giving your best, doing your best with detachment. So, I pursue with detachment, or I awaken the detached. Um, I don't know, something detached. Like I awaken the detached me. Just see, or the moving ahead with detachment me. Okay, check how that feels for you. When you start doing that, that this so-called toxicity in the life will either rearrange itself or it will stop mattering at all. Okay. All right. Do we have anyone else who would like a reading? Like I said, you don't have to mention the concept or the person. You just have to mention your name so that I can put out an intent. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gautami. Yes. Yes, of course, Richa. I was waiting. I was like, she's not put her name. So, okay. So, let's check for Richa. Hmm. So, the ultimate gift for you in a given situation is your ability to put across your idea and wisdom more precisely and effectively. So, whatever it is that you're holding in space and you're feeling is less than ideal or is not working out for you, is basically here to help you get mastery over putting out your ideas, your wisdom, your intuitive guidance, but precisely and effectively and in a manner that others can understand. You have wise ideas and advice as you have foresight and can envisage the consequences of decision and actions by others. However, it bothers you when people do not take your advice seriously at the time they should and in a manner that they should. Unfortunately, they value your advice either quite late, and that generates considerable frustration within you. Enhancing your communication and inviting people to get your wisdom at the right time and in the right manner would be helpful. Okay, so I invite others to value my wise advice at the right time and in the right manner. Yeah, it's important that we effectively communicate as well. All right. Okay. All right. So I think these are all the messages for today morning. If later on also some of you want to just drop in a comment with your name, I would be helpful. I would be sorry, happy to do a reading. Might take me some time to get back, but I will get back. Okay. Also, on another note, tomorrow evening, we're doing a full moon eve ritual. In case any of you want to join in, you can drop me a message for that as well. Yes. Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me early on a Sunday morning. And once again, apologies for the change of timing. I hope to see you all soon. Next month onwards, we'll also be starting like a meditation session or a program on YouTube and Instagram. I hope you can join in for that. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day. Take care.